Whenever I see a monarch, I think of the song that went, "Don't worry, be happy," as they go fluttering by. Years ago, we only grew a few native plants at our greenhouse, but their popularity has just exploded over the last number of years. Now there are even greenhouses and nurseries that specialize in the production and sale of native plants. Today we are visiting with Bree Bowerly of Minnesota Native Landscapes to learn more. Welcome, Bree.
Thanks, Mary. Thanks for coming out here today.
Tell me, when was Minnesota Native Landscapes started?
We have been in business since 1998, so just recently celebrated our 20 years and we're cruising right along.
What is your position with the company?
My position, I'm really lucky. I work very closely with customers directly, helping answer questions, helping set them up with the right seed and plants for their products. So really fun. Every day is a little bit different, answering questions and just helping put the right seed and plants in the ground.
Bree, what is a native plant?
Native plants are plants that are from Minnesota or the Midwest prior to human settlement. So they've been here longer than humans have been here, and they thrive in our growing conditions, which, as most people know, are a little bit tricky sometimes with really harsh winters or droughts like we've been having.
What are the different components or the main components of your company?
We operate under a few different divisions, so we have sort of some service offerings from construction, vegetation management, grazing, and our prescribed fire company, Red Rock Fire, as well as this production side that we're looking at here today, our production facility here in Foley, another one in Glendon, Minnesota called our Blue Stem Farm, and in Lonsdale, Minnesota, so down in the southern part of the state. Each division kind of has its own specialty, and the work that they do kind of varies throughout the year. So in the winter time, we spend a lot of time doing buckthorn removal and riverbank reconstruction, building rain gardens. And in the springtime, we might be doing anything from seeding new prairies to burning old prairies, sort of everything in between.
What is Minnesota Native Landscapes?
So Minnesota Native Landscapes, now known as M&L, is a company rooted in ecological restoration, meaning we use native plants to restore prairies, wetlands, woodlands, shorelines, kind of back to their natural environment. And we have this mission to heal the earth through the use of native plants. And our 10-20-30 goal, where we plan to positively impact 10 million acres by the year 2030, through the work that we do, the plants and seed that we sell, and our mission partners.
Do you do most of your work around the Twin Cities, or do you actually go out and do work in other places?
We do work statewide. In fact, we reach out into the Midwest quite a bit now too, but we work all over the state on all different types of projects. So some types of projects we work more in the Twin Cities area, and then other types of projects we might be out in the country or up north.
Do you work mostly with individuals or with government agencies or both?
We work on all sizes and all types of different projects. So for private landowners, for the state, federal government, and energy partners, kind of everything in between. And one thing we don't have is a retail store. So we offer an online store with our full seed and plant offerings where we ship our seed mixes and plant kits across the Midwest.
And then do you also sell at events?
We do kind of a fun variety of different kinds of events. So from county tree sale forms in the springtime to some different partner hosted events where we do plant and seed sales.
Do you grow your own seeds and plants?
We do grow our own seed and plants. We grow just a really wide variety of different species, both in seed and plants, for use in our seed mixes and our individual plant species and plant kits that we sell in our online store.
About how many acres do you have for production here?
Here at this location in Foley, we have a couple hundred acres of native seed production, and we have 2 more production facilities where we have several hundred acres as well.
My goodness. When we came in, I saw irrigation pivots. You use those also?
We don't have to irrigate everything, but we do grow such a wide variety of species, some that do require a little bit more moisture here in our very sandy soil. So some species are irrigated, while the wide majority of the ones here in Foley are not.
Because usually the native plants can take some dry, I think.
Native plants are extremely adaptable, so out here in full sun under the irrigator we're also growing some woodland species as well that can tolerate that extra sun with a little extra drink of water.
Wow. Do you have plots with mixed species in them too?
We do have some mixed species plots or plots that we allow more diversity to move into, and typically those are hand harvested species, so things that we're cutting the seeds by hand. This field we would harvest by hand. It kind of has an interesting growth habit where some of the plants sort of crawl and then stand upright, and each plant is a different size, and this is harvested by hand with our wonderful team of production workers.
My gosh, how do you do that?
They spend a lot of time moving through the fields very carefully with hand cutters and cut each stem and put it into a bin and move through the field.
How do you store the seed after it's cut?
After the seeds are cut, they are stored in bins so that they're able to continue drying until they're ready for cleaning.
Do you have air that moves through those bins then to help them so they don't get moldy?
Yeah, we have different kinds of bins, but for the most part, they all allow airflow, or we use fans as well for drying them out.
How long do you have to dry the seeds?
It depends on the species. Some dry fairly quickly, and some spend quite a bit of time in the dryer bins.
How do you label everything to keep it straight?
We use our own kind of combination of letters that represent scientific names and the different fields and where they came from originally, and sort of our own short codes.
Do you sell all of your seed, or do you use some of it in the production of plants?
We do sort of a combination. We sell the seed. We use a lot of the seed on our own installation projects as well. And then we also save seed for the many varieties of native plants that we grow in the greenhouses.
Would it be possible to go and see your growing operation too?
Yeah, let's check out some of the greenhouses.